Falcons. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On first down, Bortles finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On play action, now Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And the pressure gets to him again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if they're now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Back at the 40. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Ball carrier. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of a well-executed 22-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Falcons have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the...
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Saquon Barkley.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And Tate's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Barkley to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much.
He's tackled.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 74 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. They're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Sterling Shepard.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
Giants nothing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back. back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Bortles. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down.
Down and 10.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Barkley, the ball.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And right side, Henry's got it.
To Hunter Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. Bortles now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's third down.
By Keanu Neal.
Again, it's Bortles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside.
The big fella got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL,
on 1st and 10, here's Bortles. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. 45. Bortles to throw once more. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
at their own 18-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Giants nothing.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons add on. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball.
Mike's 54. Let's go, D. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. I'm coming.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Throwing is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Bortles. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's brought down by
still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Gurley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The ball carried by
back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down at 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Let's go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Bortles now on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
From midfield, here's Bortles. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
That's good for a Giants first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Bortles. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Bortles. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. Bortles 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bortles, they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Bortles. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bortles. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Brought down back at the 9.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Bortles, and he's going to go down again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on.
He's got a man, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bortles. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bortles now to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Bortles. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Today's a big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.